I respect consistency. Even when people say stuff I disagree with, if I see you consistent across the board, I will have a level of respect for that, right? Like CJ calls out any motherfucker who even thinks about running as a Democrat. Any motherfucker who even spelled DEM when CJ was there before they even finished that motherfucker.
Like what? What you say?
What? Nigga, what? Is that DEMOC? No. Nigga, what?
No.
So that's why it makes sense for CJ to call out the ills of the People's Party. Because he's being consistent. Correct?
Right.
The biggest people that are being exposed for having zero integrity whatsoever, are these people that now pretending that they are leftists, even though we all know who you guys voted for, we all know who you guys support, but they keep saying this stuff as if they're being good faith. They call it concern trolling, what they are doing. What they are doing is, Dr. Cornel West, I love you, Dr. Cornel West, but I have concerns over the People's Party. Said the person who is a Democrat, who supports Democrats. You guys see where my hang up is?
So
DJ is consistent.
But let's go into this one point. So the critique of the People's Party, whether it's a valid critique or not, isn't the point. The point is, how is that critique come from people who are part of a group that's worse than the People's Party, which is the Democratic Party? That's the critique. The reason we can come in with the same exact critique that these shit libs are having, but ours land, is because we're not for either party. We're not for either one, or an organization that's doing the same things that the Democratic Party is doing. That's a better way of saying it. Go ahead.
Take the absolute worst sins of the People's Party, and it doesn't even compare to 2.3 million Iraqis displaced. Nigga, you guys are voting for the party responsible for the genocide and displacement of 100 million Middle Eastern people after the war in Iraq. How can you guys do that? I can't do that shit. That's why I voted for Joe Stein in 2016. Even before I was radical, I would consider myself radicalized. I wasn't a Marxist nigga. I was just an ordinary motherfucking guy. But I saw what the Iraq war. I'm like, nah, nigga, I can't vote for that. Yeah. You guys think you have the moral high ground calling out the People's Party, but you guys are responsible for the party that's funding Palestinian genocide. Like, I said it a stream a few weeks ago, and I'm going to continue to say it. I don't understand your morals and your values. Your morals and values, if you believe what Ben Dixon believes, is completely 180 from mine. And remember, CJ, what we said many times, where we thought the Bernie Sanders movement was bigger than it actually was? When I was first part of the Bernie campaign, I thought it was millions of people that have my same beliefs and core values. But Ben Dixon and many people, I'm going to show you guys some more, their positions are so confusing and so lacking consistencies. I don't even try to be their friends. I stopped doing that for a long time ago. That's why I had a hard divorce. Well, I'm like, okay, you guys are so different from me politically that I'm gonna treat you like I used to treat Republicans, and that's why I treat Ben Dixon the way I do. That's why I treat Marianne Wilson the way I do. That's why I treat Jamal Bowman, as we're gonna show you later, the way I do, because they do not share our values. Twitter was infested with fucking social democrats and Democrats critiquing Dr. Cornel West over running People's Party as they support progressive candidates running Democrat. So I'm like, I was having a blast last night on Twitter, calling all these motherfuckers out. You want to know who else was?
Not Jen.
This shit.
Not Jen. That's a Jen right there, man.
This is beyond fucking parody. If you guys want to know what I'm talking about, Jim Perlman ran as a Democrat not once but twice. Got destroyed by the most corrupt, one of the most hated politicians, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, running as a Democrat. But she, the failure who grifted working class people and wasted God knows how much money, Jim Perlman has criticisms of Dr. Cornel West and his party alignment. So here's Jim Perlman. I support Dr. West running. No, you don't. I support Dr. West running, but the People's Party is not the answer. So the obvious response, you guys can't see it, but she got ratioed to death, only 14 likes on this garbage. The obvious response is this. If you guys don't know who Jim Perlman is, you guys want to know what Jim Perlman thinks is the right option? If you run as a Democrat, you are serious. If you don't run as a Democrat, then all of a sudden, oh man, I love respecting Cornel West, but you can't do this clown shit. Any thoughts, guys? This Jim Perman shit is hilarious. They wouldn't know CJ.
She actually did a video too. So she actually did a video. Maybe we'll cover it another day. She did a video. So I Google search or a YouTube search Cornel West. It's so much content. Like Humanist Report has something. Like
way more than Marianne
has something. Like Unbought. Yeah, it's crazy. But go ahead. It's crazy.
Unbelievable. Just Democrats over here critiquing the Dr. Cornel West over his party affiliation as they run for a pro-war party who primaries are rigged. So with that said, I'll show you guys two funny examples. Now I'm going to show you guys the most malicious example. And the reason why I'm doing this coverage, because what I tell you guys about third parties and their biggest obstacle. The biggest obstacle of third party is actually not the duopoly. Like, and this is my personal theory. It's not the duopoly. Because people hate the duopoly. The duopoly not do anything that win people over third party. Most people want an independent. You want to know who hurt third parties the most and why I have extreme venom for these people? The people who are edgy. The people who consider themselves progressive. The people who are like, I hate Democrats. I hate Republicans. But then when it comes to a final alternative, they're like, oh, man, I know I hate Democrats. But, man, third party is not possible. It's not possible to run third party. And my thesis goes as such. These people are the number one obstacle to build a third party. You guys hear me? Any disagreements? Everyone, the number one obstacle to building a third party are people like Crystal Ball, who I'm about to show you. The people who consider themselves progressive, every single person in the Bernie campaign, every single person that's like, yeah, I agree with Medicare for all. Yeah, I want to end the wars. But come on, man, not realistic to start a third party. Because you guys, can you imagine how many people they convinced not to support third party? It's a chain reaction.
Pause right. Let me say this part. Because just think about what you just said, what she says. Oh, it's not right time. It's not viable. Tell me how that is not textbook white moderate that Malcolm X and MLK talks about. They trying to say, no, Joe Biden is white. No, Joe Biden is the opposite. He's completely a neoliberal. He's not trying to be our friend. You are. The progressives are trying. Absolutely. Oh, we're here, but it's not time for that. No, we can't do that. No defund the police. That's too scary. No protesting. That's too scary. You are the one. So the Crystal Balls, the Sam Cedars, the Emma Viglins, the people that don't want us to get into the street, you are the white moderate that our radicals have told us.
And these white moderates have been like, you remember what they said about white moderate Joe Biden? Like, nigga, Malcolm, they made it clear. There's the enemy and then the people who pretend to be on their side.